Okay, I'm gonna give my 2 cents on something that deals with Mortal Kombat 1 and why I think the game is having a rough time with fans of Mortal Kombat and fans of NRS games. But it's not like my opinion really matters in the FGC, but I'm just gonna talk about it anyway on Rolling with Kevin today because I have nothing else planned for today anyway. So we're just gonna talk about that and roll with it. So let's get on with this video and talk about what I think is hurting MK1 and talk about MK1 from my perspective as a disabled gamer. So I've actually talked to a friend of mine about MK1 and what they like and don't like about it. And the one thing that I keep hearing from people and my friend is the cameo system. The cameo system is really putting like a weird gap in Mortal Kombat 1. If you're not used to like assist type games like Marvel vs. Capcom, Dragon Ball Fighters, anything like that, I can't think of any other games right off the top of my head that have assist fighters, but those are the main two that I can think of. If you don't like any game like that, then you're probably not gonna like this Mortal Kombat game. Now, admittedly, I'm not a huge fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 1 or 2 or 3 or any Marvel vs. Capcoms. I do like them, I just didn't gravitate towards them because of the assist mechanic. It's just because the timing of it and with combos and all that stuff, that just makes it a lot more difficult to do combos for the average player, or in my case, being disabled and not having good dexterity in my hands and just fast enough reflexes. It was hard for me to get down combo timing and stuff like that for Marvel vs. Capcom. Now, in the case of Dragon Ball Fighters, the way the assist mechanic works in there was a little bit more easier to learn timing and just go in their lab and practice with characters that I wanted to get good with and things like that. And patches happen and change the way the meta works with the game. That's how fighting games and games work anyway. Patches change things. But inherently, you go in training mode, you lay up a character, you lay up a couple assists, and you're good to go with fighters. Same thing with MK1. I wanted to get good with at least one character, Scorpion. I got pretty decent with him, as you guys are going to see, because I'm going to have gameplay of instead of seeing my beautiful, sexy face today. But as you guys can see, I'm doing hopefully pretty well. I don't want to say I'm doing amazingly well, but you can hopefully see some decent combos I'm pointing out with Scorpion and Jax. Those are the two characters I found good synergy with. The cameos are different from Fighters and Marvel vs. Capcom, depending on what Marvel vs. Capcom you're playing. But the cameos are just assist characters. With Dragon Ball Fighters, it's a 3v3 game, just like NBC 2, and I believe NBC 3 was as well. But you can actually play as all three characters, but each character also is an assist and does a certain move or whatever action when you call them out. With MK1, there's different button combinations. Same thing with Marvel vs. Capcom, I think. Like forward and the assist button does something, up, down, or back. Whatever direction and assist does something different. With Mortal Kombat, it works the same way. I think the Mortal Kombat community doesn't really like the way cameos change the meta of the game, how stuff is made safe on block. Some cameos are better than others. Chameleon being one of the best ones in the game right now, as far as I can tell from what pro players are saying. Chameleon's the best one in the game. The best one in the game used to be Cyrax until they nerfed him. He used to be like everyone and their mother picked Cyrax because he was so damn good. I used to with Scorpion, but then I moved on to Jax when I found some decent combos with him. But I think that inherently is what's making this game harder for people to get behind and grasp, is the cameo system and just the pace of the game, the overall speed of the game. It's just a slower MK game. Even from like going from 11 back to 1, you can definitely notice a difference in speed of MK11. It's a little bit faster than MK1, and MKX is like fucking turbo speed, like Insano style speed. Like you try to go back to that bitch from playing MK1, you'll be like, what the fuck am I playing? Like it's a completely different experience. But that's not to say I'm not enjoying the game. I do enjoy MK1, but it does have its issues that create a big gap between the normal player base of Mortal Kombat games, which is the cameo system. Now, from my perspective, the cameo system actually adds a lot of depth to the game that I actually kind of like. I'll be real with you guys. When I first played the beta, I was like, okay, this cameo system's kind of ass, because they only had like 2 cameos. I think it was Sonya and Kano, I believe, in the beta. And Sonya and Kano are decent, like beginner cameos, but they weren't really fun to use. But like when you have a good synergy team like Scorpion and Jax, you can do some crazy sick combos that are like high damaging, but also make you feel like, wow, I'm actually getting a hang of this game. I actually really like this. And that's what made me really kind of latch on to the cameo system. Now, I do agree that it's kind of odd to have it in Mortal Kombat, and I wish there was a way to, like a mode that was just one-on-one with no cameos. But the problem is, the combo system is so dependent on cameo extensions and just extending combos with cameos that it's almost mandatory. So that's why there's not any kind of system in place or mode in place to do that. It's because that's not how the game operates. Just like with, okay, I'll give you a quick example and then I'll end the video. Dragon Ball FighterZ, you can do 1v1 fights, but the combos you can do with the character are pretty limiting because you can't really extend your combos that well. But the nice thing about fighters is when you pick 3 freaking characters. Those 3 characters, you play as each of those characters and have 1 life bar. Okay? So basically, 1 character falls, you're down to 2 characters, that means you have 1 assist. If you're down to 1 character and that's it, you have no assist. Because Fighters was built around that kind of mechanic. Now, like I said, MK1, the combo system seems very dependent on cameos and using your resources, meaning like your meter and all that good stuff. But it's very dependent on, even if you enhance a move, let me give you that an example. Even if you enhance a move that gives you like a pop-up or something, there's only so much you can do with that with 1 character without a cameo. It's not as fluid without a cameo. With a cameo, it seems more fluid. The fluidity is there. And it's more built around the cameo system with Mortal Kombat 1. And I believe that's where people have the issue with MK1. That and just overall glitches and how unbalanced the game is with cameos. How 1 cameo is like the de facto best in the game. Certain characters are just broken. Like Homelander's apparently broken on PS5 right now. He breaks the camera or something like that. Just overall balance and just stability of the game is what's hurting it. What NetherRealm needs to do is give the game some like quality of life stuff. Like give us a way to get Dragon Crystals without buying them. Give us a way to like get like 50 a day or 50 a week or something. Give us a way to do something. That's one thing that irks me about the game, is that there's not a way to get the premium currency without paying $40 for like I think it's like 4,000 dragon crystals. I don't really remember the amount, but it's not a lot for what you're paying for. So I think NetherRealm and WB just needs to work on this game for the second combat pack. For the love of God, do something with invasions. Make that more fun. I liked invasions the first couple seasons, but recently it's just been like a slog to get through. It's like super boring, and that's probably why when I do those videos, they don't get that many views because it's not that fun to watch me just grind through Invasion though. If some of you guys do like that stuff, let me know in the comments and I'll keep doing it. But if people don't really like that stuff, I'm not gonna bother recording it. It's a pain in the ass to like edit it together, make sure it like flows well and all that stuff. And then on top of it, some of the like challenge and survival stuff is like bullshit hard. So like it takes me like multiple attempts to do a certain thing, and then I have to like cut it out, so it's not like super long. So let me know if you guys want me to keep doing that and posting those videos in the comments. Anyway, that'll do it for me today. This has been Rolling with Kevin, and I am rolling out. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, click the notification bell for all notifications so you get notified when I go live, when I upload videos, all that good stuff. If you want to support me on Patreon, the link is right on the screen right now. Thank you to all the people that support me now currently and in the future. It really does help with the channel a lot, and I really do appreciate it. This has been Rolling with Kevin, and I am rolling out.